So how does a country smaller than New York City, with basically no natural resources, end up becoming the world capital for artificial intelligence? Well, I can tell you this, it was no accident. Today, we're going to dig into the story of Singapore's incredible planning, its massive ambition, and its just flawless execution in this global AI race.
I mean, this is the real puzzle, right? No huge tracts of land, no oil. They had to get creative. They literally flipped their limitations on their head. That small size, it became a superpower for making quick, unified decisions. They focused on their people, on their brain power. So yeah, the big question is, how did they actually do it?
Well, first off, the numbers are just undeniable. Coursera put Singapore at number one in the world for something called AI maturity. And look, that's not just about having some shiny new gadgets. It means the entire country is ready to go. We're talking infrastructure, talent, government strategy, the whole package needed to really win with AI. And it's not just a countrywide thing. If you zoom right in, you see the exact same story. Singapore, the city, is also the world's top hub for AI. They're crushing it on the big national scale and on the ground level. It's dominance from top to bottom. And just in case you thought that was a one-off, it's not. Salesforce ranks them number 2 globally for AI readiness. So the message here is crystal clear. This is no accident. It is a consistent, powerful pattern of leadership. So, okay, let's peel back the curtain and see the blueprint that made all of this happen.
You see, this kind of leadership doesn't just appear. It wasn't an overnight success. We're talking about the result of decades of careful, strategic planning. They laid the groundwork for this long before AI was the buzzword it is today. And this quote from their Prime Minister, Lee Hsien Loong, just nails the mindset perfectly. He says it's about rethinking business models and making deep changes. It's not just about, plugging in a new tool. It's about fundamentally rewiring their entire economy to create something new.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because their unique structure became their secret weapon. First, they have this unified government that can make huge decisions and act on them, like fast. Then there's public trust. They focused on using AI to help people, not just make a buck, and that gets citizens on board. And maybe the smartest move of all, they're neutral. They work with tech giants from the US, from China, from everywhere. Just think about that. They get the best ideas from all sides. It's a brilliant, powerful cycle.
Okay. So that's the strategy, the big plan. But a plan is just a piece of paper without results, right? So let's look at the payoff. How is this actually changing their economy today? The scale here is just wow. Their digital economy is almost 20% of their entire GDP. But here's the killer detail, the part everyone misses. 2/3 of that money doesn't come from some hot new tech startup. It's coming from the old school sectors, finance, manufacturing, you name it, that are just soaking up this technology. That right there is what real deep change looks like.
And it's not just the big guys. This is happening everywhere. Take a look at the small and medium-sized businesses, the lifeblood of the economy. AI adoption there more than tripled in just 1 year. That's insane growth. It shows that this isn't some exclusive tool for giant corporations. It's for everyone.
So what does this mean for the average person? Well, it means this stuff is now part of their daily grind. Almost 3/4 of workers are using AI on the regular. This isn't science fiction. It's just Tuesday in a Singaporean office. And it's clearly working. A huge 85% of them are saying, yeah, this makes my job better. I'm faster and my work is higher quality. But here's a crucial part of the strategy. Singapore isn't content to just use other people's technology. Oh no, they're building their own. This is about what you'd call technological sovereignty. They don't want to be reliant on anyone else, and they want to create AI that's perfectly suited for their part of the world.
And that brings us to their own model, which has a great name, Sea Lion. See, most big AI models are trained on Western data. Sea Lion is different. It's built specifically to get Southeast Asia. It speaks more than a dozen local languages and dialects, and this is the really important part, it understands the cultural context that a generic global model would totally miss.
And if you think that's cool, they're taking it a step further with another model called Miralion. This one isn't just about words, it's an empathetic AI. It's designed to understand emotion, intent. It can even pick up on a super local dialect like Singlish. I mean, this is a huge leap towards an AI that gets how humans actually talk, with all our quirks and nuances. So they've achieved all this. What's next? You can bet they're not sitting back and relaxing. The next wave of the plan is already in motion, and it's all about going even deeper with AI across the board by 2026. And man, they are coming at this from every possible angle.
They're helping 10,000 businesses get on board with AI. They've got this awesome goal of making 100,000 non-tech workers AI bilingual, so your accountant, your lawyer, everyone knows how to use this stuff. They're leveling up their own engineers into elite developers, and, as a cherry on top, they're hosting one of the biggest AI conferences on the planet, basically telling the world, yeah, we're not just playing the game, we're the capital of it.
But believe it or not, even that is just the warm-up. Let's look at the Endgame, the big vision for 2030. They want to build a country where AI is just part of the air you breathe, woven into everything.
And their 2030 goals are just staggering. They want to triple the number of top AI experts. They're pouring over $1 billion Singapore dollars into R&D, which is huge for a country their size. And then there's the headline number. They're aiming for AI to be worth almost a third of their entire GDP. That is absolutely massive.
And again, this isn't just about money. It's about using all that tech power to make life better for regular people. Think about it. Walking through the airport with fully automated immigration, getting a heads up from an AI about a health risk before it's a real problem, just having a smarter city with better transport and services. That's the goal. So this all leads to the big question, doesn't it? What Singapore has done is amazing. It's a powerful model. But could anyone else actually do it? With their unique size, their government, that deep level of trust, is this a blueprint for the rest of the world? Or is it just a beautiful, one-of-a-kind experiment that we can only admire from afar? I'll leave you to think about that.